they call it a sky river or some shit. That was like the dopest description of what happened yesterday. But let's talk about that. This came from AccuWeather, and I really don't read off of AccuWeather, but our weather's been a little off. I had to cancel the car wash guy from coming, so let's talk about it. The last installment of a parade of storms barreling in the West Coast on Sunday unloaded more heavy rains that resulted in serious flooding and debris flowing across drought-stricken and wildfire-raved California, and even breaking some all-time 24-hour precipitation records. If you don't live on the West Coast, you don't understand what happens when these fires hit us. The fires strip the ground, and the trees' roots hold the ground from shifting and moving. So when it rains, they absorb it. The trees absorb the rain with their roots, and it keeps the ground from moving. When there's fires and the trees burn and they die, well, the roots don't work anymore. And what happens is that the water comes and it causes mudslide and all types of mess. We had a huge fire at Mount Charleston maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago now, maybe even longer. And like a week after the huge fire, we had a giant flood, and the flood actually did worse than what it would have done. For anyone that was here when it happened, it's still terrible. Like that whole fucking side of the mountain is just bare and it's barely even growing back. This is what was happening in California. There's thousands and thousands of acres that are just burnt and just gone to shit. And with all this rain, you would think it's a good thing, and it's not. There's never no happy medium. The storm was the last in a train of storms from the Pacific Ocean, along with an atmospheric river of moisture. I love that description. Atmospheric river of moisture. I've had an atmospheric river of moisture. Had been impacting areas from British Columbia, Canada to parts of Southern California since the middle of last week. Downtown San Francisco recorded 4.02 inches of rain. That's a lot of rain, making it the wettest October day in the city. I'm sure there's been wetter days in San Francisco. A 24-hour rain record was shattered after Sacramento measured 5.44 inches of rain early Monday morning, topping the previous record of 5.28 inches that had stood since 1880. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty phenomenal. Also, if you're into sports, like I'm not, Brady threw his 600 touchdown football or some shit, right? The guy that caught it made the touchdown.